Hey, what's up? It has been a long day. Um, yeah, I've been on the go. I've been on the go today. Nonetheless, I'm here and I am finally sitting down. I was just looking outside. It is cold and rainy, but I'm thankful. Praise God, I'm here to see it. It is it's something. Nonetheless, I am doing this video because I have seen, ultimately, I see you on here, Jazzy. What's up? What's up, niece? I am upset. And this is not, I'm going to say this real quick, this is not a popular opinion. It's not a popular opinion. So y'all not going to be happy about my freaking opinion. But I'm going to give it because that's what I do. So I've seen the video in Chicago. And a mother and her children are attacked by a mob of children. A mother and her children are attacked by a mob of children. And now I see the outrage. Oh, it's awful. It's terrible. Lord, Jesus, come back today. They done jumped on the woman and the kids, and she got sickle cell, and they put the kids in the hospital. Lord, today, make it all right. And I'm sitting here like, what the hell did you expect? We are great when the ball is rolling. We are great when the avalanche hits. We are only outraged when it's too late. Ain't nobody saying nothing. How do you expect to develop a mind to do good stuff when all you do is promote the minds that do bull stuff? You remember growing up, or not even growing up, you remember the parent who laugh at their kids when they cussing as babies? And instead of correcting them, everybody think it's cute? Or the parent or the kid, they be hitting people or smart, talking back and all this kind of stuff, and people think it's cute. And then that child grows up, and the same child that you never instilled any discipline in ends up going to prison because all the bad stuff that you thought was cute led to them believing that it was okay. So therefore they became criminals simply because you allowed them to think that bad behaviors was cute. This is us. This is who we are. We make BS viral. We make sound stuff trash. We take brilliance and say we don't want it. We take ignorance and push it in everybody's freaking face. And then we look and we say, this is bad. How the hell are you outraged when all you share is BS? How in the hell are we outraged when we look and watch videos and you see people dancing and twerking and all they say is, such, goddamn it, we outside, goddamn it, motherfucker, ba, 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 all that kind of stuff, and you share it. I just watched a gang of adults have parties for someone that they said possibly died from drinking. And everybody showed up. And everybody went to the balloon store. The party store is so rich out black people, I don't know what the hell to do. And everybody went and bought balloons, and they let balloons go off into the sky as if the balloons is going to God. And all they did was got so high up that they ended up busting or whatever, and then they fell straight to the ground. We promote so much bad stuff. And then on the backside, say it's bad. Y'all help me. Y'all help me make this make sense. We promote it until it's really bad. And then say, oh, I didn't mean for it to be this bad. I didn't mean for all this bad behavior and BS that we promote. I didn't think the kids was just going to start beating on people. I didn't think that they was going to start jumping adults. I just thought that we was outside getting drunk and sharing videos of fights and everybody's on here cussing and fussing and drunk and showing all this bad behavior and making the people who sell ratchetness now be the influencers. But the people who exude brilliance, we call them all kinds of names and stupid and hate them and don't want to promote them. But then we look at this and I'm outraged. The hell you are. You are not outraged. You can't be outraged. I'm outraged. I'm outraged because I know that's what we promote. And now we want to be mad. How the hell you mad? What you mad at? You mad at the fact that this is what you promote? You mad that you thought it was cute until it became real? What are you mad about? I want somebody on here to tell me why they are outraged to now see the behaviors that we promote every single day on social media being acted out by kids jumping on a grown woman and her kids. You tell me why y'all mad. Because y'all going to get right off here and go find some BS trash video of us looking like ignorant fools, and you going to watch it and you going to share it. I understand what you're saying, but I thought you would give it. Listen, whatever happened, here's what I'm saying. If I watch a video, I don't care what happened, and I see a woman getting beat up and her kids getting hit and so on and so forth, and they go to the hospital, I ain't mad about a darn thing. I'm mad at us. I'm mad at us. I'm mad at us. I want you to... Well, what should happen in this situation? What should happen as far as what? Tell me that. What should happen as far as what? What should be the consequence of the act of those people jumping on that woman? What should be the consequence? Is that what you're asking? This definitely should be a consequence. But this is a community problem. This is a training problem. This is an us problem. Nothing saddens me more when I see people tell people who do ratchet BS to keep doing what you're doing. You represent. Keep doing that. Yeah, keep showing that. We are entertained by our own demise. We are entertained by our own foolishness. We are excited about watching us fail. We are more pleased seeing failure than we are seeing success. We don't like brilliance. We like ignorance. We don't like people who articulate. We like people who speak stupidly. We don't like people who read. We don't like nothing that exudes black excellence and call that trash stuff to put on for. Keep putting on for the city. By showing us out here twerking in the middle of the street. By showing young ladies who got both hands on the ground and butt in the air. By showing us drunk and foolish. And then we wonder, how in the hell do I expect a child to grow up to be better than me if I put out this kind of behavior and people call it good? The madness comes from the video. We didn't believe police brutality until the Rodney King video. I don't know why, because I experienced it myself. This happens every day in schools, students and parents getting violent with staff. People are saying the kids don't deserve to have adult consequences. And to your point, the lack of community is absolutely the issue and glorifying bad behavior. These parents love to listen. I watched a lady that I know who is old enough to be my mother. And she was on a page and she told a certain person to keep doing what you're doing. I watch it every day. And all I could do was sit and discuss. All I can do is look and say, this is mad disgusting that now I see older people who have lost all, even their faculties, to the degree where they're okay with promoting smut. And you can't expect anything better from the children. You can't expect better behaviors from the children if the adults are out in the streets shaking tail, drunk, and ain't afraid to be on video. How you not afraid? Here's the other thing that I had when I watched this stuff and I said, where do these people work? Where do these people work? They obviously do not have the type of careers that would be jeopardized simply because their actions are on film. Y'all help me. So should it be adult consequences? Well, they didn't kill nobody. But absolutely there should be some type of consequence simply because you put hands on the person. So when I look at it, I'm like, I'm more outraged at the nucleus of the problem. The nucleus of the problem is us. We're the problem. We look now and it's normal behavior. And instead of us saying, we playing a hand in this, we got to fix it. You know how many Negroes call me and tell me to shut up, but will take a video of where somebody is promoting rats and tell them to keep doing what they're doing? You have no idea how many times people y'all call advocates and activists call me, the educated brother, the self-sustaining, going to work, successful brother, to shut up all the time. But tell the ratchet, foolishness, ignorant video takers to keep putting on for the city. And you wonder why kids is out here trying to jump on adults. It's us. It's us. And until we get to a place of promoting excellence, be prepared to see more of this. I got told not to speak on the issue unless I come back to Indianapolis to help. Like, what the F? Listen, you could come back here and try to help if you want to. All you're going to do is be depressed like me. All you're going to do is walk outside and everybody's going to hate your guts because you're willing to tell the truth like me. All you're going to do is get your feelings hurt and be sad, and they're going to have dumb awards. They're going to give dumb awards to people who do dumb stuff. They're going to have dumb panels with people who talk dumb stuff, and then they wonder why stuff never changes. Bro, stay where you are. Don't walk back in this town called Indianapolis, Indiana, because at the end of the day, they are happy in this mud. We have become pigs. We are happy in the mud. We do not want success. We do not want our kids to be successful. We hide the truth. We cover for ignorance. We promote ignorance. We elevate ignorance. Everything we do has nothing to do with excellence. Prove me wrong. Because being an intellectual is boring. Agreed. Just think about what these young people say to people like me. They act like it's bad. These old niggas is out here, blah, blah, blah. Like it's bad to be old. Somebody has told them that it's bad to get old. As opposed to them saying, listen to the elder because he done survived it. That should be the guide. Go listen to the elder. He survived it. Instead, y'all want to go out here and tell an ignorant fool that they the leader. You the leader. You leading us. Where are we going? To hell. Okay, well, can I sit in the front? Where are we going? To hell. Where are we going? We're going to Crown Hill if we keep this up. Well, can I ride with you? This is us. This is exactly who we are. So when I look at this, I'm like, listen, we need to look in the damn mirror. We need to look in the freaking mirror. If y'all want to be mad at anybody, look at the next thing you share, the next thing you watch, the next thing you promote, and you tell me if you ain't the problem. I had to beg people, share this information. Oh no, Master gonna get us if we share Meriwether stuff. He gonna think we want to be free. Facts. Y'all make me so mad I can't do nothing but laugh. Master gonna get us if we share Meriwether stuff. We got to act ignorant. We got to act like we can't read. We just like to get drunk and shake our tails. Nah. Be mad at us. Be mad at us. It's no longer a snowball, it's an avalanche. It really is. It is basically to a point. Now it's like, how do you control something that we have now embraced so strongly that we can't do anything but watch it? The last two Changemaker and Trailblazer awards from indie orgs have been Cafe awarding Pop the Balloon Guy and the Indianapolis Recorder awarding the white CEO of AES. It was black, but I agree. I agree. When I tell you when I watch these awards, I was sitting with a friend of mine today, and I said, y'all know I have never been invited to an award show. Like never. Like not once. And I was like, they was like, you lying. I said, no, never. And I say this, and it's crazy because, you know, the AES thing was like a walk in the park. That's normal. That's what I do. The other thing is this. Y'all do this. I see niece and nephew on here, family. Go do this. Go look at everybody else around the city of Indianapolis, Hamilton County, Boone County, everybody's recently booked page. Go look. Every one of them pages shows the person who gets booked. Picture. I went to war about the one for Marion County. We are the largest county in the damn state. And we do not show pictures of people who got recently booked because I went to war. But the crazy thing is you have people who get Impact Awards. You have people who get Rosa Parks Awards. You got people who get all kind of crazy awards and don't do half the stuff. So when I look at this, be mad at us. Because we don't even know how to support good stuff no more. Now we support ignorance and then are outraged once we see ignorance live and direct in your face. Should Greg be mad? I ain't mad. I'm sitting over here watching like, damn, that happened. And then be like, I'm not surprised. And LaRon said something. He said, all the hundreds, Chicago was happy that they had under 800 homicides last year for the first time in years. And you telling me Chicago is outraged about the woman getting jumped and her kids, but 800 men a year, or 800 people can die a year and everybody stay quiet. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. 9,000 black men die every year from gun violence and we are quiet. Make it make sense. That's crazy genocide. Crazy. When you think about the number, in 10 years, almost 100,000. Think on that. In 10 years, 100,000 black men will be dead from gun violence. And I'm going to be mad because somebody got whooped? Please. We don't get mad. Again, we the people who let our kids cuss and say, oh, it's just cute. How do you hear him say that? And I'm just sitting over looking like he going to prison. That little Negro right there is on his way to prison. He ain't number two. I be like, he going. Y'all letting him cuss? Y'all think it's cute? Oh, okay. He over there dancing and bopping and listening to the worst stuff ever and can't read. And y'all think, oh, it's cute. Yeah, he going to prison. I said it. Don't like it. It's facts. My daddy was so good at that. Man, he rest. He stood around me and named the dudes that was like, we was all on bikes. He said, hey, he going to prison. He going to prison. He ain't gonna live. He going, and he was right 100%. 100%. He was right. So with that, man, I'm going to say this. Selective outrage is trash. And if you can sit here every day, and this is for everybody who awards Ratch, who promotes Ratch, who shares Ratch, who's silent about the Ratch, this is what you get. This is what it looks like. And this is what it looks like on film. Vibrant, I'm telling you, Miss Monica, I'm telling you, my daddy did it. He said, oh yeah, that boy going to prison. I be like, dang, how you know? Yeah, I know, that boy going to prison. So I'm going to tell you, if you don't do anything in your own, within your cipher, in your circle, to help combat all the mess that we see every day, if you do nothing to stop it, if you do nothing, you don't raise a voice, you don't say anything, know this, you are part of the problem. Period. I don't care who don't like it. It's the truth. If you don't do nothing to stop it, y'all got to stop looking at ratchet stuff and saying it's okay. Y'all got to start thinking about who's watching. If the kids are watching and y'all say it's good, I say this all the time. Aren't you supposed to emulate what's good? So if I tell kids, me out here appearing to be inebriated, jumping, cussing, shaking tail, I want some of you older people on here to think about this. It ain't the young generation, because old people are letting it happen. So I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm 52. I couldn't imagine me looking on my phone and seeing my grandmother and her sisters with their hands on the ground and tails in the air, shaking booty drunk. And what's crazy is people see their mamas doing it. People see their aunties doing it. People see their grandmothers doing it. And we don't even realize, man, this is how lost we are. I have never seen my grandparents, my great aunts, my aunties, nobody in that light. And now I see it every day. And these people don't care. And we addicted to watching it. And we are addicted to watching it. So yes, you're going to see more people, more kids doing more harm to old people simply because we've not done our thing to raise them the right way. Y'all mentors say this is called tearing down black people. I call it building them up. They say you tearing black people down because I tell them the truth. Your ass is out, sister. Your booty's in the air, sister. Bro, you out here, you slipping, bro. You out here at your drawers out. You smell like weed and said you want a job. I guess that your mentors told me not to tell you that. So go on in there and expect to get the job when you smell like you just cut grass. Go ahead. Go ahead, sister. Yep, your booty's out and open once again. Yep, go ahead. I know you're drunk. They gonna hire you though. Come on, y'all. But they tell me to shut up. I only see that mess in the internet and on TV. I don't see it every. That's the crazy thing, though, Jazz. Now that it's on our phones, it's everyday life. To some people, it's the only TV they watch. We grab this thing first thing in the morning. You know how many times I get a TikTok or a messenger video sent to me at 6 something in the morning? I get them all the time. All the time. This gets more views than the TV. That's why now marketing is on here. Commercials is on here, right? So when you realize what this has become, then you realize how they seeing black people every day. Now you realizing how they seeing black people every day. So I just want us to understand that if we don't take a stance and stop promoting trash behaviors, this is only the tip of the iceberg. This is only the beginning of what's coming if we don't do something to control bad behavior. It's only the beginning. People are getting paid. Listen, Alicia, people that post the worst stuff make the most money. And typically, we follow that. You know what I'm saying? That's why the worst pastors have the biggest congregations. I have to say it. You know why? Because they never preach you change in your life. They never teach you about getting better. So you follow it because you don't have to change. We want our pastor getting up in the morning with his muscle shirt on, chewing gum, trying to sing, trying to look sexy, licking his lips, and telling us that everything is all right. We want to relate to what makes us say, I don't have to do nothing to be better. This is real. Discipline is a lot. Sex and crime sells, and we're the number one consumers. Boy, if you just said something, Isaiah, we're the number one consumers. We are the number one consumer. It is hard when you start being disciplined. I'm going to tell you something. When I look now and don't drink, I like that, sister. You got a good pastor, though. I done met your pastor. I will say this, that man cared. He in the community and everything. He's a good man. But I'm going to tell you why he don't have, but that's why he don't have a church that's booming out the system. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't look. Them pastors that don't have them humongous churches, listen, the world is ratchet. And if you find a whole bunch of people that want to go to a place every week, know it's a club. If they trying to run up in there every week, know something's broken. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm from the era that even the streets was wild. If you rolled past the church and you had 18s, 15s, whatever, in your trunk, 20s, by the time you got to the church, you turned the music down. This is real. I'm from the era that you knew when you walked up in the church, you came for purpose. You were scared to go in there because you knew that you went in there, you was hoping for change. You went in there reverencing and wanting something from God to the degree that you was even nervous about walking in there. Because you knew going in there that you was going to come out with something that's going to test your system to make you want to be better. That's not the church we have today. That church made you honor God in a whole different realm. Now it's about money, but that's a whole different thing. Everything we do is about money. Not saying all. I ain't going to say all, but I will say that typically, if the house is big, something is dirty. Okay? If the house is big something is dirty. Trying to tell you. Leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. Churches become a social community. I'm trying to tell you. We came up different. That's right. I'm trying to tell you, Pastor Harris, totally. A pastor that'll tell you, don't believe everything I say, read it for yourself. Okay? I'm from that. So we're gonna leave that alone. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm not outraged. I'm not outraged. I'm outraged at us. And when we make the decision to say discipline is what matters in our community, upstanding, brilliance, right attitude, looking apart, setting ourselves apart, that's what we got to start promoting. Because as long as our kids see us promoting and sharing bad behaviors, then they believe bad is good. That's all I got to say. Share the video. Y'all brother, follow the unmitigated truth. Follow the unmitigated truth. Follow the unmitigated truth. Because man, we gotta start. We gotta. And listen. I'm gonna say this. Y'all can be mad at me. Something has to match, or at least be on the same level. Evil will always try to match or over or be better than good, right? Notice about Satan, he's going to try to be just as good or better than our God, right? Y'all have to go read that. When you realize that when Jesus was in the wilderness, Satan offered him everything that he was already supposed to get, but he had to get it now. So when you realize that things can come by, everything that y'all call a blessing ain't a blessing, because there are some things that are being offered to you that when you realize it doesn't require you being in the discipline that God causes you to be in, then you will understand that that is not being offered by God. Therefore, you should not call it a blessing when you know that you have not made the sacrifice nor the reverence to that God. Some of y'all preachers took it, because Satan offered Christ everything in the wilderness. So what am I telling you? Get right. Get right and get it the right way. That's all I got to say. Share the video. And what I meant by that is this. If y'all can share, and there's no diss to that brother, but if y'all can watch, share, like stuff that y'all see on here, like my brother on the scene TV, if y'all can like that 30,000 times, y'all damn sure better be promoting this. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. If you ain't afraid to share rats, you should damn sure be ready to share something that makes sense. I call it that. This y'all brother. Share the video. Know I love y'all. Be the change. Be the change you want to see. Have a great one. Peace.